come up. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
You have the rings, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. Let me
Hate
double
to have to
check.
run back to the car.
Yeah.
Well, we're in crazy wedding attire to go on a hike today, but we are here today to share with the two of you a very important and happy moment in your lives together. Because when married, that person you've set your heart upon is a joy unparalleled in human life. And in your love for each other, which you will express in the ceremony today, you demonstrate not only your joy in the present, but also your commitment to share your futures together. And today is the day that the two of you will formally declare your intent to marry and make your vows to one another. And although this is indeed a high point in your lives, marriage is a journey and not a destination. Marriage is more than any one single event or promise, but it is a series of decisions that have been made and will continue to be made over and again that show each of you care and concern for that one whom you love most in this world. And marriage is a promise that is renewed daily through your actions and a responsibility taken on in the spirit of faith and hope and love that brings comfort in times of sadness, but it heightens your greatest joy. And at this point, many wedding ministers often offer the familiar biblical wedding advice of the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians, which begins, "Love is patient, love is kind." And while that is a very poetic and poignant selection from the Bible, I personally like to read from Romans. In his epistle to the Romans, Paul gives practical advice on how to live a holy, pure, and Christ-inspired lifestyle. And when he wrote it, he kind of intended it as general directions to the whole world on just how to be a decent human being. But if you read it just the right way, it makes for fantastic wedding day advice. He says, your love must be sincere. Hate what is evil and cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. Practice hospitality. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, do not be conceited, and be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. And if it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with one another. And so today's ceremony is more than the celebration of the love which lives in your hearts, but it also reaches well into the future, and it proclaims your intentions for that which tomorrow shall hold. A couple who weds is joined not only by the mutual affection and love that they share, but also by their hopes, their dreams, and by their promises of what will be. And the promises and vows that you make today shall guide you both into your coming futures. And the covenant of marriage is one that can only be entered into by those who are both legally and spiritually free to do so. So I'll ask each of you, do you, Greg, offer yourself wholly and joyfully into this marriage? And do you choose Helen as a person with whom you will share your life in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of her and trusting what you do not yet know? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
And do you, Helen, offer yourself wholly and joyfully into this marriage? And do you choose Greg as a person with whom you will share your life in laughter and in tears, conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of him and trusting what you do not yet know? If so, please say, I do.
I do.
Well, you've known each other from that very first glance of acquaintance to this very point of commitment. At some point during your journey together, you decided to get married. And from that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you've been making commitments in an informal way. All the conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, the conversations that begin with, when we're finally married, and they continue with, I will, and you will, and we both will. And the late night talks that include someday, somehow, and maybe. And even the promises that were unspoken matters of the heart. All of those things, that was the real process of your wedding. So the symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, those things that we hoped and planned and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. So as we stand here in this beautiful waterfall and beautiful forest today, I do want you to remember this particular moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. First an acquaintance, then friends and companions. No doubt a dancing partner at some point. Even teachers, if you call it that. Even teachers, you've taught much to one another. So shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life and things between the two of you will never quite be the same again. For after today, after this moment in time, you'll say to the whole world, this is my husband, and this is my wife. So as we soon repeat the vows, I do want you to remember, or do hope that these words will continue to express the growing love, commitment, and devotion that you will forever share with one another. So Greg, you want to go first?
Yes.
Helen Melissa Villarreal Ray, you are my world. When we first met, I never knew I would love you the way that I have for so long or the way that I do now. I remember everything, from when we first met in English class to last week when we couldn't figure out what to watch on Netflix. You've always been in my life, whether it was in my thoughts or the passenger seat of my car. This wedding, this ceremony, changes nothing. Not the way I feel about you now or the way I'll feel about you in the future. I have always loved you, and I promise I always will. I vow to always take care of you, even when things haven't been going your way. I vow to take care of you and the family we create in the future. I vow to always be my best for this relationship and to always give all the love I have to you. I look forward to the future, our anniversaries, our vow renewals, and all the small things in between, and it makes me the happiest man alive to know that you'll be the one that's there for me, as I will be there for you.
So Greg, I will have you repeat after me. I, Greg, take you, Helen,
I, Greg, take you, Helen,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
my best friend,
my best friend,
my faithful partner,
my faithful partner,
and my love
and my love
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I offer you my solemn vow
I offer you my solemn vow
to be your faithful partner
to be your faithful partner
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
and in joy as well as in sorrow.
and in joy as well as in sorrow.
I promise to love you unconditionally,
I promise to love you unconditionally,
to support you in your goals,
to support you in your goals,
to honor and respect you,
to honor and respect you,
to laugh with you and cry with you,
to laugh with you and cry with you,
and to cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
and to cherish you as long as we both shall live.
Helen? Need me to hold your flowers?
Gregory Allen Spots. To say I fell in love with you is to mean I didn't expect it, but from the first moment I saw you, I had a feeling it was going to be you. It was always going to be you. You are funny, kind, and sweet. I love that you always want to be close to me and remember the details of the stories I tell. I love how close we are, and that even when I am at my worst, you have never made me feel like you'd want anything but to be closer to me. Our bond is that strong, unconditional, and powerful. You have been my best friend since we were kids, and you're still my best friend now. You are my favorite person, and I vow to support your dreams, to encourage you, to inspire you. I believe in you and the couple we will be together. I promise you my everlasting devotion, my loyalty, and my respect for a lifetime as God watches over us. I promise to trust you and continue to learn from you as my partner and most importantly as my equal. Above all, I promise to change and grow with you, that I will always stand by your side, and I promise to never let a day go by in which I don't tell you just how much I love you. I will love you today and for the rest of my life. I love you.
I love you too. And so Helen, repeat after me.
Yeah.
I, Helen, take you, Greg,
I, Helen, take you, Greg,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
and my true love.
and my true love.
I will cherish our union
I will cherish our union
and love you more each day
and love you more each day
than I did the day before.
than I did the day before.
I will trust you and respect you,
I will trust you and respect you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
loving you faithfully
loving you faithfully,
through good times and bad,
through the good times and bad,
regardless of the obstacles
regardless of the obstacles
we may face together.
we may face together.
I give you my hand,
I give you my hand,
my heart,
my heart,
and my love
and my love
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
forevermore.
forevermore.
Well, from the earliest of times, the ring has been a symbol of committed love. The unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizes a commitment to love that is itself never-ending. The simple bands are not of great value in and of themselves, but they're made precious by your wearing of them. Your rings say that even in your uniqueness, you have chosen to be bound together. So Greg, you can take the ring you've chosen for her. And place it on her finger. Say, Helen, I give you this ring
Helen, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love,
as a symbol of our love.
and with all that I have,
With all that I have,
and all that I am,
all that I am,
I honor you.
I honor you.
Perfect. You got the ring for him?
Yeah.
Place it on his finger.
My hands are shaking.
Put the flowers down so there you go. Say, Greg, I give you this ring
Greg, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love,
as a symbol of our love.
and with all that I have,
With all that I have,
and all that I am,
all that I am,
I honor you.
I honor you.
It's hard doing it with one hand.
Yeah.
Well, in today's ceremony, you've declared your wish to be joined in marriage. You've each pledged the other your lifelong commitment, love, and devotion, and you've sealed those promises by exchanging of rings. So Greg and Helen, by the power vested in me in the state of North Carolina, because I believe my faith union is shared by everyone here today who's kind of a guest and people who are a long ways away,
Yeah.
it is my honor and my delight to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss.
I love you too. Yay, we're
You're
married.
married.
We did it. We got to carry things.
Hi.
Here's
Hi.
your audio. You can say hi to them.
Hello. We're
Hi.
married.
We did it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. They did it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all looking at me.
They're- okay.
Congratulations!
Hi.